Hello, hello. Come on in, come on in.
One day, every day will be Friday, no. We got just to celebrate, oh. Like saying now you're Friday, no. My baby in one day, breakfast on the jet, you know. Cruisy, that's reject,
Hey,
how
are y'all feeling? How are you feeling?
Big things are happening now. More this, more that, more grace, oh, more cash, more babes, oh, more cars. Big things are happening now. More this, more that, more grace, oh, more cash, more babes, oh, more cars. And they be shine like, oh, 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 yeah, oh, 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 give me that, yeah.
All right. Hello, hello, and welcome back. Welcome back. My name is Nzali, and this is Nzali Takes Africa. So excited to have you all join me today. Remember, we are doing 12 days of Christmas. Now, this day is so big, I had to put 2 in 1. This is day 5 and day 6 that we are going to spend in a completely different region of Ghana. So I want to say thank you for joining with me. Thank you for following the series. Thank you for having an interest in this country and all the beautiful things that make up Ghana and make it what it is today. Don't forget to always follow me on Instagram at Nzali Takes Africa. This is where you can see more of my day-to-day life during my living abroad journey. In addition to that, for this YouTube channel, I want you to like this video. Matter of fact, go back to all my videos and just hit the like button. Like. Not only should you like, but also subscribe to the channel. When you subscribe, then you get updates as to when I am posting. If you also hit the notification bell, and you get more and more of the content that you want. And not only that, but share it with your family and friends. How are other people going to know about all the goodness, all the good things, Ghana, if you don't share it? How will they know? How will they know? They won't know. Okay. So yes, make sure that you share this video. I actually have been doing a lot of reflection during this 12 days of Christmas. It's brought back so many good memories that I've had while living in this country. And so I actually ran across an old Instagram video that I created that was talking about really the essence of my journey and journey of like self-discovery, right? So this is like what I've learned as I've been living abroad and going through this journey living in Ghana. So I want to actually share with you that video, and I hope that it resonates with you, because it definitely resonates with me and what this whole experience has meant for me over these years. Okay, so let me go ahead and pull that up now.
Never be scared to leave your hometown to grow. As much as you love your hometown, it's the one place that'll kill your dream if you stay there too long. You move to a new city, you lose nothing. You only gain an opportunity that can change your life. The thing about your hometown is it's never going to change. You can always come back and do the same thing that you've been doing with the same people. But you go to a new city, it might be a new relationship that can change your life. It might be a new job opportunity that never been possible for you before. You might seek mentorship you never thought you would have. More than anything, you might see something that you never thought was possible for your life. But the hometown is the comfort killer. You can always run back to mom and dad to fix something for you. But sometimes you got $1 million dreams in the city when nobody ever seen $1 million. You got to go out there and change your surroundings sometimes. Don't never be scared to leave that hometown. Never be scared to leave your hometown to grow. As much.
All right, y'all. So you've seen it. I'm telling you, that's literally what I have been learning throughout this entire journey. The fact that I was able to pick up, move to another country, recreate my life, elevate my life in that space really talks to that point of like just not being fearful, taking the chance, doing what you feel called to do and seeing how the chips fall. And 9 times out of 10, I guarantee you it's going to fall in your favor when you're working and you're in alignment. So I just wanted to start this video by saying, don't be afraid to leave your hometown. Step out on that fear. Try something new. Do something different. And that could be taking this trip to Ghana, seeing some of the spaces that I have shared with you during this 12 days of Christmas in Ghana. So let's jump into day number 5/6. We are going to a region that is oftentimes overlooked. A lot of people, when they come to Ghana, they only go to the southern parts of Ghana. So they're in Accra, they're in Cape Coast, they're in Ada, they're in maybe even Volta region, maybe even Western region, going along the coast towards Tekrade and Nzimaland. So, but it's very rare that you hear people say, "Yeah, I'm going to Ghana and I'm going to the northern region." Yes, even myself, it took me a few years of living in Ghana before I actually went to the northern region. Now, the northern region of Ghana is at the very tip top. It borders Burkina, right? Yeah, I believe that's Burkina that's above Ghana. So it borders there, and it is a totally different atmosphere, but it's like a change, but a good change, right? So in Accra, everything is hustle and bustle, and people are moving and moving and moving around. But when you go to the north, it's like the great pause, right? And so things just slow down. I would say one of the other big differences between the southern parts of Ghana and the northern parts of Ghana is that the temperature. The southern part of Ghana is on the water. So you're getting that off the water breeze. It's hot, it's humid, it's sticky, right? It's giving you more of that tropical feel. But when you go to the northern region, it gets quite dry and it's very hot. Like think almost like deserty. It's not the desert, but think like that savanna like. It's more of the savanna. Okay? And so with that being said, also culturally, the southern part of Ghana and the northern part of Ghana are very different because different tribes occupy those spaces. Religious beliefs are also different. In southern Ghana, you have a lot of the people who practice the Christian faith. In northern Ghana, it is Muslim dominated. So these two places are actually two totally different worlds. I happen to love the northern region because I feel like people aren't rushing to sell you something in the northern region. It's just kind of like, okay, we're here together, we're communing. It really has that similar feel to how I feel about Ada, which is what I shared with you in day 4, where people are just relaxed, right? They're just living their life, doing their day to day, and here you come as a visitor. They'll welcome you, smile, take you to see the things that you want to see, and send you on in peace. Right? So the northern region in particular, when I went to the northern region the first time, I actually went by car. Can you believe that? We drove from Kumasi, which is in the Ashanti region. We did a road trip up north. Technically, I have done a road trip from southern Ghana to the northern part of Ghana. That's just the truth. But that trip, number one, the road gets increasingly more difficult to navigate. But while you're on that road going towards the northern region, it is literally like the most breathtaking views. It's like lush, it's green, then it gets a bit dry, then it gets flat. And it's just like you see the change of the terrain. You see the change of the village life. You see the change of the people in the dress and the languages that they're speaking. There's some really cool waterfalls that you can go to as you're heading up to the northern region of Ghana. And so, if you are an adventure girly or an adventure guy, I would say take that road trip from Kumasi going to the northern region, making little pit stops here and there. It'll be worth your time. Plenty of things to see. However, also, you can get to the northern region via flight. So you can fly from Accra to the northern region, or you can fly from Kumasi to the northern region. And in addition to that, once you land in the airport there, for the place that I'm going to mention to you today, you actually will still need to drive a bit to get to that place. So let me not keep you much longer. The place that we're going today in the northern region, the first place is called Mole National Park. So I know a lot of times when people think about Africa, they think safari. They think the big five, the lions, the tigers, the zebras, the gazelles, all of those animals that you think from the Lion King when you think think of Africa. And most people, because they only visit southern Ghana, which is more of a tropical like feel, they actually don't know that Ghana does have a safari. And Mole National Park is actually, quote unquote, Ghana's safari. So when you go to Mole Park, you actually can like sleep in the park, not in a tent, right? But there's actually an accommodations. Let me actually pull up that hotel. There are two of them that are actually on site, like within the park, and one is a little bit more expensive than the other. So the first one is I think it's Zanai. I hope I'm saying it right. Zanai Lodge, right? And so this one is actually in the park. Literally, the elephants will come up to the pool. I'm going to just share, so you can see some of the pictures of this particular place. It is very beautiful. It really gives you that South Africa feel because South Africa has a lot of safaris where you can like stay on the reserve. And so this is like Ghana's version of that. So, Zanai, I hope you all can see that. So this hotel, like I said, it literally is in the game reserve. So you literally are like feeling like you're in the safari. You are there with the animals. It is very, very, very beautiful. Look at that view. Look at that view. It has that infinity pool that goes out and it feels like you're going to drop off into the safari with the animals, but you're not going to do that. Literally, like the elephants will walk up to this place. So you see, very, very beautiful. There's another one, which is actually where I stayed, which is um, a little bit more wholesome, a little bit more local than that. Let me pull it up. Hold on, y'all. There we go. I think this was the Mole. Let me check the picture so I can make sure. This is where I was. This one was very local. Right? Um but nonetheless, it still has the same feel. So if you want to go the economy style, you want to go and travel like you are really, really from Ghana, you can stay here, which is the Mole Motel. It still has that pool. The animals still come up here. Like when we got out of the car, there was wildlife there. They were there. And I was like, okay. And the monkeys are not friendly. Okay. The monkeys will come and steal your stuff. So please keep your shiny objects and your phone to yourself. But that was that place. Right. And I'm showing you both because everybody's budget isn't the same. Right. Sometimes you want to live in a lap of luxury. Sometimes you gotta go with your pocket. Okay. So nonetheless, you stay on the reserve. Once you're on the reserve, then you can book time to go into the safari itself. And this is where you'll be riding in one of those little those jeeps, and you get to actually see the wildlife. I'll show you a few quick pictures of my experience there. Let me share with you. So this was actually on the reserve. Let me move this over. This was actually on the reserve. And so basically what you do is once you are in the little Jeep looking thingy, there's a guide that's there with you. And of course, that guide has an assistant. You all are sitting in the back. You can actually get down and go to take pictures to like where the animals are. Now, elephants in the wild are not super, super friendly. You cannot get that close. This just happens to be a really good camera. But basically, like they let you get out, they let you take pictures, they'll point out to you all the different species of birds and different types of animals and all of that stuff. I did not see any lions. I don't believe Ghana has lions, but I did see these huge, beautiful elephants that were there. I did see gazelle like animals that were there, tons and tons of bird life that was there. And so it really was a cool experience. Again, you have to have a little bit of guts because these animals are not trained animals. Like they're not zoo like contained animals. This is the wild. You are in their habitat. So you have to adjust accordingly. All right. So when you're on that trip, listen to the person who is guiding you all through the safari. If they say get in the car, get in the car. If they say run, run. If they say don't move again, don't move again. If they say stop making that noise, don't make the noise. Okay, because again, you are in the wild and these animals are not necessarily, you know, your friends. Okay, they're not the animals that we are uh used to seeing, I guess, from the American standpoint, where there's like a controlled atmosphere. This is not necessarily a controlled atmosphere per se. Also, while I was there before I actually got into the park, they have this monkey sanctuary on the way there, where you actually go in and it's just full of monkeys, right? And these monkeys, of course, because people go so much and they're feeding them, they actually like will come down and you can buy little things like nuts and bananas and stuff that you can feed to the monkeys, and they'll come down on you and then go on about their way. Funny story, we were like walking through this monkey sanctuary, and it was like one tribe of monkeys over here, one tribe of monkeys over here. Myself and my sorority sisters are in the middle with all of this, like things that we were going to feed to them. And one group of monkeys was like, they feeding us, they not feeding you. The other group of monkeys was like, a word, let's see. And they literally start going. I was like, oh my God, I've never seen monkeys fight. These monkeys was about to fight and we were in the middle. It literally was a reality TV show. I felt like I was on Baddies, but with the monkeys. These monkeys were hissing at each other. We got so scared. We just threw the food to both sides because monkeys are very territorial. I didn't know that. This is something I learned on my trip to the north. Monkeys are very territorial. So they have like their markers of like areas that they don't go into because the other clan of monkeys is over there. So when we were feeding these monkeys, walking closer to the territory of the other monkeys was like, squoo, squoo, squad up, yo. They already fed y'all. Now they gonna feed us, cuz. Okay, it was crazy. It was really like gang wars in Monkeyland, and I was scared. However, I still managed to get this good picture to show to you all that when you're in the north, you can feed monkeys. All right, y'all. Thank you for participating in my quick little story time. But yes, so while you're at Mole National Park, you do have this opportunity to really, really, really connect with wildlife, to see things in Ghana in their natural habitat. And if you're a nature person and like you like stuff like that, I think that this is a perfect thing for you to do while you're in Ghana. Also in Ghana, remember I mentioned that the northern region is a heavily Muslim area. And so, in a lot of the tourism pictures for the north, they actually show this mosque. So, this is like a traditional mosque from like back in the day. Back in the day, this is what it looked like. And now, funny enough, it looks so big in pictures. When you get there, this mosque is the smallest little thing, and the people actually want you to pay to enter. You are not supposed to pay to enter, but they want you to pay to enter. So we were like, nah, we good. We just gonna take a picture outside. Um, this place is good for pictures. I don't think that it's good for tourists because they haven't really like controlled the space. So basically, there were just like a lot of people from the area sitting outside, being like, "Oh, I can take you in, but pay me this," or that type of thing. But nonetheless, I have the beautiful picture with the traditional mosque from like ancient Ghana times, and this is what it actually looked like. And so, if you can go and snag your own picture, I would say do it. If you want to do a photo shoot, do it, honey, because it's a really good backdrop. Oh, sorry, y'all. There I am. So, yes, the northern region has so much to offer when you're thinking about just natural um, scenery of Ghana. Again, it is quite flat. So prepare for that. It is very hot, so prepare for that. But the people of the northern region are also very, very welcome, very, very chilled, and very laid back. One more thing that people don't always associate with Ghana, but it is something that we use consistently, especially Black Americans in the States, and that is shea butter. Shea butter, the shea nut is one of Ghana's biggest exports. Ghanaians make Shea. This is the home of Shea. And where do they make the Shea? Ta-da! The northern region. So you can actually go to a Shea farm and see how the women produce Shea butter. It is not this fabulous uh uh warehousing of production. These women are still literally whipping Shea by hand. This Shea that you're getting in the States, that you're putting on your skin, that you're putting in your hair, these women are making this stuff by hand. And I actually want to show you a friend of mine. Her name is Rafa. She has a business called the Experience Tribe. She's a northerner, and her business is the Shea business. She makes Shea butter, she makes cocoa butter or cacao butter, she makes coconut oils, and she infuses them with different essential oils. Beautiful woman from northern region. And so I want to share with you a little bit of her journey as a northerner who makes Shea butter. So let me go ahead and pull that up. I'm actually going to show her Instagram so that if you are interested, just send her a message on Instagram and say, hey, Nzali sent me here. You know, how can I get some Shea? And she does do like mass production of the Shea as well. All right, let me share. So as you can see, let me go to the top. This is the Experience Tribe. Again, it is a woman-owned business. They are fair trade. They also have a certificate of membership to the Global Shea Alliance, which means that they are using safe practices. They are also not exploiting the women of the northern region, because that was a big issue some time back. And Rafa herself is actually a northerner. So I want you all to see the process of Shea. All right, so you see there, they actually take the nut, they end up bringing it down all the way to this butter. There's a lot of whipping that goes into this thing before it gets to that final product that you've seen. I just want to show you a few more clips. This is actually Rafa herself. Both of these are her, but this is her herself. As a kid, she used to talk about how they would whip the Shea butter, you know, collections or groups of women whipping, singing, you know, a very communal thing. They also use Shea butter for cooking, right? So in Ghana, because it's so pure, when you have it there, you're getting it in its purest form. They also use it for cooking in the north. In the States, we only use it for body moisturization or hair moisturization, but you actually can cook with Shea butter, and it is quite healthy for you. You got to see a little bit of the area, the northern region where they do the Shea, and this is the women whipping. Awesome, awesome. So again, if you all are looking for Shea butter, I want you all to actually check out the Experience Tribe, made by hands of the women of the northern region. My sister Rafa here. Let me just show you her very quickly. She is the creator of the Experience Tribe. And again, this is you supported a woman who is in small business that's going to be big business, because the Shea butter literally went from the burning of the nuts here, the what it called, the boiling them down, the getting them to beating them down to this where they're whipping it, all the way to this. I want to show you what the end product looks like. right, y'all. So I'm telling you, the northern region is where it's at. If you are coming to Ghana and you want to experience something different, you don't just want to go to the places that everyone else has been, you need to make your way to the northern region. Mole National Park is one of the stops. If you want to really, really tap in with the culture, go ahead and make your way to see one of those shea production farms. And to be very honest, you literally can get your shea butter for so much cheaper when you go directly to the source. My sister Rafa has a very good pricing that she can give you at the Experience Tribe, and you also can buy from the ladies that you meet um at the shea production places, farms, I guess I would say. All right, so until the next time, y'all, we are at day number 7 coming up. Day number 7, we're going to go to the home of the Kente, the home of the Asante Henny. And if you know that place, drop it in the comments. I cannot wait to see you all for day 7 of 12 Days of Christmas, Ghana edition with Nzali Takes Africa. Bye, y'all.